Hi, Read 6406 students. It's Dr. Swaggerty here. I wanted to clarify the due dates and where you are to submit assignments for Module 3 and Module 4, because in looking at the syllabus, I realized that it is a little confusing. So hopefully this will get us all on the same page. The next kind of big date that should be on your mind and on your calendar is October 20th, which is Monday. And this is the date that I have targeted for you to finish drafting your proposal. This is the big, long proposal, the one that you put the literature review in, you have your methods and all of those details. The template is in Module 3. You don't have to actually submit it to Blackboard at that time, but you are to draft the entire proposal because next week you are doing the dress rehearsal. So in order to prepare for the dress rehearsal for your presentation, you need to have the whole proposal drafted so that you can craft your handout, which is sort of like a mini version of your proposal. So aim to have that, work on that proposal this weekend, have it ready to go by Monday so you can work on your handout, because the handout has to be submitted to Blackboard and TaskStream, both places, by October 22nd in order for us to make the copies that we need for the following week. In the meantime, next week, Monday through Thursday, you are to go ahead and schedule and facilitate your learning team dress rehearsal. I recommend that you do it, your dress rehearsal, 1 week prior to when your scheduled presentation is. So if you're scheduled to present on Tuesday at 4:30, that time slot, try to schedule your dress rehearsal next week on Tuesday at 4:30, okay? If you can't do that, that's okay, but you need to get that learning team dress rehearsal in October 20th through the 23rd. And I'll talk more about that in just a minute. After the dress rehearsal, the presentations are the week after that. So October 27th through the 30th, I call that Halloween week. That is when your actual presentations are due. So hopefully you'll head into that week feeling good about the status of your proposal and your handout because you've had your learning team dress rehearsal and gotten feedback from your group and you're ready to go. At the proposal presentations, the real ones, you'll get feedback from Read faculty, and you'll have time to consider that feedback before you revise and then send your full proposal to your peer reviewer on November 4th, okay? Then you'll get feedback from your peer reviewer and submit a revised proposal on November 11th to Blackboard for me and my feedback. Once I give you feedback, I will say you are ready to go submit to IRB, or you need to make these adjustments before you submit to IRB, or we need to have a conference before you submit to IRB, or one of those choices, but I'm sort of the gatekeeper before you submit to IRB. You can still prepare your submission for IRB and kind of be working on it, but you want to wait until you get my approval before you get too far because I'll be giving you feedback, okay? Once your proposal is approved by me and I've given you feedback on it through Blackboard, then you can actually upload it to ePirate because the IRB folks are going to want to see the actual proposal itself, and there's a place for you to upload it there. Remember, I said the final proposal is due on November 11th, but there are some of you who have an earlier due date. If you are teaching in Wake County schools or Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, you have an earlier due date. Okay, so let's go back to the presentations. I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback, a little background on the presentations and how they will occur. I highly recommend that you take the practice presentations very seriously. In the past, the students who have worked really hard to prepare for their practice presentation and have timed it and done what they were supposed to do seem to do better and feel more comfortable in the real presentation to Read faculty. So you want to, in the practice and in the real presentation, you want to take about 5 to 8 minutes per person to present your research. So you want to include the context of your teaching, the problem you encountered, the literature you found, your research question, the methods, and then describe your intervention, okay? The faculty will ask questions and they'll provide feedback on your proposal, so you want to make sure you listen to their feedback. This is their opportunity to help you out, okay? You'll be evaluated by the rubric that's posted in Blackboard. I'll compile the feedback for you after the presentations are over, so you'll actually have that feedback and can revise your proposal based on that feedback. Okay, the timing is really, really important, so make sure you time each other in your practice. And when your learning team dress rehearsal is over, make sure somebody in your group emails Candace Vaughn, the graduate assistant, because she's keeping track of those. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that it looks like the feedback on some of the rubrics within Blackboard is not saving. When I evaluated your lit review matrix, I provided feedback on the Word document itself, and when you click on the rubric, each component, there's an opportunity for me to leave comments. So I left comments on each component, and then I have an overall comment. If you did not get that feedback, please let me know, and I will try to get it to you. Apparently it didn't save for some folks, but regardless of what you got on your lit matrix, whether you got a 15 or a 25 out of 25, I offered feedback for you to consider as you move forward. So make sure you click on the rubric to see the very specific comments within the rubric itself, okay? All right, I think that's all. The Module 3 commentary is big, has lots of stuff in it, so make sure that you are reading every word and so you know exactly what to expect. And I'm here. You can call me, you can email me, and I'm happy to help you, between now and your presentations, make sure that you're feeling good about the direction that you're heading in, okay? I think that's all for now. All right, have a good night.